just swallow it. But I don't know.
I'll swallow all of it.
You like
It's good.
Okay. Yeah.
Welcome back, Last Word fam. It's your boy Curly J.
It's your boy Jalen.
It's your butt, Chief.
And welcome back to another episode where we keep the conversations real,
raw,
and uncut.
Jalen, what's on the agenda, my guy?
I'm excited, y'all. We bringing back mukbangs, and we're putting a little spin to it. You feel me? So we're doing different cultures. We're starting off with Nigerian culture. Let's give it a little round of applause. Start with Nigerian culture.
Why does it have to be the first culture?
I'm Jamaican, so you know I'm a little biased. I think Jamaican could have went first. But we start off with the Naija crew. So go ahead. We have two beautiful ladies on the couch that's going to help us today. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm the Nigerian Barbie, Udwak. Also known as
My name is Gina. Hey, y'all.
Wait, so how do you say your name again?
Udwak.
Udwak.
Yeah.
Udwak. Okay.
Udwak. Yeah, so basically how we're going to do this is we're going to do basically a little bit of segments where we're going to eat the food. We have some dishes here. I don't know the dishes yet, but we're going to talk about that soon. And we're also going to just chat a little about the differences of Nigerian culture and American culture. But we always start off our videos with the question of the day.
You know we got to
do it. So Nefe, go ahead and give us that question of the day.
So the question of the day today is, would y'all rather be a historical figure in history, like MLK level, or be the richest person on earth?
Bring me my money.
Bring me my money.
Bring me that money.
I want the money. That's like saying you want to be famous or rich.
I said I want to be. I said the money too.
Yeah.
I said
one you have an impact on the world, and one
you'll be known for forever.
On my pockets, baby.
Okay. And you can still use your money for good.
But you can still get money in this world. But I'd rather have that impact. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like when I'm gone, I'm not forgotten. MLK?
Yeah.
You're never gonna forget that.
You said impact.
Yeah, fucking bring me my bread.
Yeah, I want the money.
I understand where that face coming from. I would like to be known as somebody that does have some type of impact in life. But I'm like, if I have to choose, I'm gonna choose the money.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, my children are gonna have an impact. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Nigga, you that shit, bro.
Hold on. Who you know? Like all the really, really rich people that you know, they're historical figures. You know?
Yeah.
That's not
like
true.
the Vanderbilt,
That's not true.
family.
Not all.
But no one knows.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
You
nobody
know
doesn't
them,
know
you
that.
don't know.
But you know the name, like it
I
has.
said like MLK. We all know MLK.
Man.
I'm talking
Like a story, like you did some shit.
Like you,
though.
we open that social studies book, your name right there.
Yeah.
MLK's in every fucking book.
There's scrutiny that comes
Like you
with
and
that,
Harriet
though.
Tubman, like you helped them escape a bunch of slaves.
Rosa Parks.
Why did you forget that?
And he want to be the historic figure. He want to be the historic figure. Hey yo.
But there's also like backlash that comes from that, like scrutiny that comes from being a historical figure. So are you ready for the opposite? Yeah, there's always another side.
There's always gonna be there's gonna be a backlash for you being the richest person.
Not if I'm not known. If I'm not
Now
known.
thinking about it, she's right because in real life, MLK, he got assassinated. The backlash.
Okay, are you ready for that?
So yeah. You trying to get
I'm
killed?
in the
The slave
bush.
catchers was looking for Harriet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
I mean this shit.
He rethinking that now.
He's like, I'm not ready for
I'm
you.
in the history books, man. But okay, let's get into this. Let's get into this food, man.
All right, you go. Y'all tell us what food. Me and Josh, we don't know.
Yeah,
Shout out to Auntie
this
Tony.
shit look like Play-Doh.
It kind of, as a Jamaican, it kind of looked like ackee. Well, from a first glance, it looks like ackee and sawfish,
It really
or a little
does.
bit like ackee and callaloo.
That shit look like
And
eggs
I know
and
this is
spinach.
goat, but our goat don't look like this.
It's goat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's goat.
but yeah, it kind of look like ackee a little
It's a
bit.
goosey.
I heard y'all's goat is like softer.
this
Yeah,
is
So what is it?
softer.
a goosey soup, and then this is eba, and then this is suya. So eba is like a swallow, kind of like it's like starchy a little bit. I think eba is like made from like cassava, like the
Yeah,
shaft of
cassava.
And then egusi is like
A melon.
a
It's
melon, and then they grind up the seed and they like fry it and put it in soup with like spinach
this
and
is
collard
suya?
greens.
No, the
No,
thing
no,
is the
the
meat.
shit-
The steak. The steak.
Oh.
The steak. is suya.
Yeah, it's literally
Suya.
just grilled meat.
Yeah, it's just grilled meat.
It's the fact that
so
I
they
really
got
know what
to set
suya look
Chipotle.
like. So
Huh?
It looks like steak, but it's not.
It's like the Chipotle meat.
It's grilled.
So it is steak.
Yeah,
So is it like it's like beef?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So why do they call it suya? Is it just like a different name that they call
Why
it?
do you call it Aki?
But the suya is the seasoning.
Because Aki's, you know Aki, you don't even know what Aki is.
Okay, but you see what I'm saying though?
Like it's
There's
just the
a-
word.
I think it's just a word. Yeah.
Okay, I get you.
But suya comes from like the seasoning.
Yeah,
that
the
you put on
seasoning
it,
you put
'cause it's
on
like
Okay, it's kind of like chicken tikka marsala. It's the marsala
Don't
seasoning.
compare to those people.
Anyway,
Let's
let's get to the food before we get canceled.
Man, come on.
y'all.
Okay.
Ready?
How do you eat this shit?
Yeah, how do I eat
You're
this?
supposed to eat it with your hands,
right.
So let's get our.
You wanna
Did y'all
eat
get
this?
hand
Okay,
sanitizer?
should we start with the suya? Let's start with the suya first.
Yeah.
Suya.
The
So I've
suya.
had suya before.
All right.
I
We
love
gotta
suya.
dip it in
I
it.
had suya at
It's
church.
spicy. Can you take spice?
Yeah, fuck no.
It's spicy.
Oh yeah, he's not good with
If you
spice.
can't take spice,
You want
don't
some
do
or no?
it.
Yeah, I
Nah,
like
so
it.
that was
try
just
with the pepper.
cayenne.
You have to try
It tastes good with the
Okay,
pepper.
that's
I'm
why
telling you.
everyone needs to try with
First
the pepper.
without, and then
Yeah, try without.
You said with a
Try it.
pepper?
With
Yeah.
the, like you take it and you dip it in the pepper.
No, but try
right
without
way,
it first.
You gotta grab it with the onion. Like,
Okay, you
Oh, I'm not eating
you
all
gotta
that.
eat it with an onion.
It tastes good with the onion. You
Onion
gotta
is
do that.
disgusting.
I'm not gonna eat.
Okay, she did it the right way.
I can't have my breath funky tonight.
I still want some.
I can't lie, that shit would have your breath
you
kicking.
like
But it
yours to
tastes
be really
good, though.
peppery? Or do you like
It tastes good.
you like it to be like hot, or do you like it to still have like?
I
you know,
need
the
to be
little seasoning?
I like
sweating
it.
Yeah.
when I'm eating my
It's not hard though for me, but I like the taste though. It's a good taste.
No, it
I
tastes
like my
good, but I don't
suya
know no
being
better.
spicy.
So
I need some A1 steak sauce, no cap.
This nigga.
I mean, you
what's your
comparable. It is like kind of like a beef skewer. Like you probably get a barbecue or
Yeah.
like a steak or something. You're right.
Yeah.
What do you rate it?
I mean, I like to get this one. I've had better, so I would give this like a 7.8.
Random ass number.
I like this. I like the pepper. What about you, Josh?
I think the pepper's good.
7.5.
7.5.
I could eat it.
Sure.
Fine.
How about the professional
Goddamn
shit? How would you call it?
I feel like I have had better suya.
I need
so
some
it is like a
potatoes.
7-8.
Some asparagus on the side.
sick.
Yeah, I've had better
Like
suya.
I've had better suya before.
Yeah.
In Nigeria.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Shout out Blue Man. Blue Man got some good.
Blue Mist got some good
Blue Mist
suya.
have good suya.
That's where I had it. At.
That's in America?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over here. Like, wait, no, it's in like Marietta,
It's in
right?
Marietta,
It was the
Yeah.
one night that this nigga said, "I want to go out." I said,
Or
nah.
even like
If I'd have known
KC
it,
Foods,
we'd go
like
to
what's the
America.
African store? Like
Yeah.
there.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all got water bottles in the refrigerator?
You need water? Squirt it in your mouth.
All right, what we got next?
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try
Yeah,
next thing.
yeah.
Right there.
Yeah,
A goosey?
We got-
A
Okay.
geesey?
It's a soup.
Lucy, yeah.
A goosey soup.
What type? Oh, goat meat
Yeah. Have you ever
with
had
collard
goat meat?
greens.
Collard greens.
It basically is like it has collard greens and spinach in it.
Yeah.
Can I say this?
That's
though?
collard greens.
Every
The fuck?
culture is literally kind of similar. I
Okay.
feel like
Okay.
they literally all like Jamaicans. We
If you think about it, we're all from the diaspora. Like
Okay.
we
we all have the same thing,
everything's
just different
like
ways of
different
cooking
ways.
it. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, we all eat the same thing.
Saltfish is
Goat.
literally stockfish. Like,
Yeah.
that's literally
Oh,
it.
that's what it is. I
We
haven't
eat
had
ackee and
it.
saltfish.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've never had.
And like to me, this kind of looks like a boiled dumpling a little bit.
Don't.
Yeah.
It do
Alright.
look like boiled dumplings, like how we would eat like
do
boiled
look a little
dumplings.
bit
So how you eat this shit?
But I don't know the
Just
texture
like
of it. But like
make
based off of look, it look like boiled
First-
Boy,
dumplings.
this one been
First,
sitting out
get
for a
some-
little
get
bit.
some,
Might be the
uh,
Get some,
That's a little stiff now to be warmed up in the microwave.
get some eba.
But
Yeah.
How y'all put it in the microwave?
because anybody got time to boil that shit.
You're supposed to boil this?
Again, I'm lazy.
I'm telling you, it seems
But-
like about like it don't look like boiled dumplings.
It's only stiff because the fact that it was set for a minute. But you dip it in the stew.
And get a lot of soup on it.
Yeah, you
That's
need-
even a lot
That's
for
the
one
se-
spoon.
That's the
Like,
season.
My
Yeah,
bad.
that-
You
No,
only
no,
need
no.
like
Get
half
your
that.
some, man.
That's a good little way to
Keep
start.
trying it though.
Yeah.
Let her try it and get a good amount of soup, like, because that's what
It's
kind of
gotta be
makes
like a
it.
2 to
I want
1.
a
Yeah, that's
fry.
good.
Yeah, there you go.
Am I supposed to get some meat on there?
Nah,
I can eat it afterwards.
I like to have
pass me that fork?
the textures mixing is crazy. So you just got to do the eba and soup and then take a bite of
And
the
you guys can chew it, but like I just be swallowing it.
You gotta like rub it around a little to like melt it
Yeah.
down, kind of. I don't know.
But I
like
just-
swishing it in your mouth.
You not like a real nigga. Some people swallow out too.
Chewing it is crazy though.
Man,
If
you
you
know
chew
the
it, you're
yellow
psychopath.
Eba, right?
Yeah.
You like, what is this? All right, hold on.
You,
Come on.
I just swallow it, but I don't know.
I'll swallow all of it.
You like?
It's good.
Okay. Yeah.
Stop. Is that
No, it tastes good.
Yo,
The what's it called? What's this? The food. Eba. The only thing is like the eba is kind of a different taste to me, but the actual soup is good. That soup is good.
Okay, why don't you try without this? Like
It's a
without
texture
this,
thing.
with the soup, just the soup.
I'm not used to that texture.
Yeah, try it separately.
I like the
What's your
soup.
rating, bro? Because you look like you not fucking with this shit at all.
Try the soup
I
separately.
wouldn't order that shit. But I would not spend my money on that.
I like it. It tastes really good. Like I could eat this whole thing. Shit.
This is like a regular meal in my crib. Like, you
Okay, what is this called? Agusi. Okay,
Agusi the best soup. Period.
It's up there.
It's my go-to.
Afang is my favorite.
Afang is fire.
I quite want.
Yeah,
You really don't like it? Sit down, nigga. You really don't like it?
Afang is good.
Y'all want to try?
It's not ass.
I mean, shit, y'all know y'all eating the whole episode, so y'all start the segment.
Ask them something so they can eat.
Yeah, I want to try it.
You want to split this one?
Yeah, we should split them.
I got focus.
It's another fork.
Yeah. Is there a fork?
Oh yeah, I'll hold this.
So I want like y'all professional opinions of it. Like,
Okay.
what do you think?
Already, y'all done. What y'all did to the Eba?
And where do we get this food from? Also,
Is this supposed to be like watery or
It's
something?
not watery. It's supposed to be like kind of
Look,
soft.
You can't eat it watery though.
Yeah.
But the fact that you
Oh,
warm it in the
it's true.
microwave, you're supposed to boil it. But I was like, fuck, we ain't got time for that shit.
They made it
So
good.
I've seen this. I've seen like this this man
Yeah.
on TikTok, and he does that shit.
What?
He like he uses it with his hands and
Yeah,
he throw it
that's
down.
what you're supposed to do.
Wait,
So we're supposed to throw it down.
let me try to do it with my hand.
Yeah, try. Okay,
Now
with
that
your
they
hands.
get a consistency in like a.
And then you want to like. Scoop
I have it in my hand, y'all. I have it in my
Okay.
hand. Now, how do I do it now?
Okay, scoop it with the
This nigga
soup.
said how I do.
Just like yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, just like that. Just like that.
Yes, my brother, my brother.
There's different ones though. Maybe you would like pounded yam better. I don't know. There's different ones.
You read this shit never again?
He's like, oh
I gotta show you my auntie shit because honestly, like this is.
Why is it every time somebody don't like the taste of something? Oh, my mom make it better.
okay, because
My auntie make it better.
be like that.
It's texture and honestly, like I've had better Eba. So
I mean, Eba is not even the issue here. Like, it's Eba is like
I fuck with the soup.
the soup is
I think
straight.
the soup is good.
Okay,
So what do you rate it?
the salsa.
Like 5.
Honestly, that was generous. I thought he was finna
I
say
thought he
like
was gonna say 3 negative 2.
It's like I could eat it. I would not go out of my way to go buy that.
Okay.
Like I could eat it though.
Okay, I can see that.
I feel like this shit on Sunday.
No, I
I would give this like an
it is
8.5.
good though. Like, if this is somebody's first time having it, I would say this is a good.
Yeah,
It's a good thing to try.
yeah. I was like, what's that?
I'll give it an 8.5. Honestly, the taste of this and the texture, I'm not like really. What's it called again? Eba.
Eba.
Yeah, the texture and the taste, I'm not like used to. So that's probably the only thing. And texture is a big deal to me. So
Honestly, Eba is even like more grainy than like other terms to swallow. Like, I feel like you would probably like pounded yam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's smoother.
is y'all okay? Never mind. I'm getting sidetracked. Let me not.
Well,
What are you gonna ask?
I was about because y'all say yam. It reminds me of something about Jamaica. But yeah.
Oh,
never
okay.
mind.
oh, our yam is not
Yeah.
like
The
sweet
same,
potatoes.
yeah.
It's not sweet potatoes.
Yeah, but we okay. Never mind. Go ahead. What do y'all rate it?
I'll give it a 9. I liked it.
How often do you eat this? Is this like a
Yeah.
Is this
Sunday?
like an everyday type of?
Is this a Sunday
Some
dinner?
people eat this every day.
Some
but
people
Eba
eat it
is
every
so
day.
heavy. Like,
Yeah, I
after you
cannot
eat it,
eat
you
this
be ready to
every
lay
day.
down, boy.
NyQuil. Like you
And
sleep.
my family, like honestly, back in the day, back in the day, it would probably be like 3 times out of the week we eat this.
3.
That's fair. Some people eat swallows like every day. Not me though. Y'all be
It's
easy.
an easy thing to make though.
Yeah, it is really easy. Like, it's literally just
It's
the
fast
powder
as
and then
hell.
you mix it in water. That's it.
Mashed potatoes.
Kinda.
A little bit more.
All right, nigga. Damn.
Yo, put that shit down.
It's sturdy. It
Same
is.
nigga on my dick, bro. Let's get into these questions.
You try the meat yet?
Let's get this
think it's
conversation.
really
It's a little too
good.
tender for me.
It
I
is
want to
kinda-
like a.
Tough.
Just
I can't eat it right now.
Yeah.
I can't eat that on camera right now.
So, I want to jump into this or that,
Put your mic up.
and then we can get into the questions and the segments. All right.
Okay.
So, this and that is a game that we play. It's kind of like Would You Rather. We call it this and that. So, DeVito or Burna Boy?
DeVito.
Gotta say DeVito.
Wow.
Yeah.
DeVito got like 70, bro.
Okay,
Yeah.
he been in the game, bro.
Every
been in
event,
it.
That was like him and Wizkid were like my
Yeah.
original childhood crush. Like,
Same.
Okay, that's true. I've known a DeVito for a minute before.
DeVito
been around since
Burna
like
Boy.
2011.
I feel like Burna
Yeah.
Boy has a new
Really.
sound. It's a different sound, but
Yeah.
DeVito has like that classic.
I ain't gonna
You
cap.
can't compare their
You can't
music.
compare
Their
it.
music is different.
It's so
but
different.
in terms of like, if you're talking like who got longevity, that's
Longevity.
like saying I don't know Drake or Gunna. Like it's not the same.
Yes.
That's deep.
What else you gonna say?
I was just gonna say I just found out about them niggas maybe like 2 months ago.
So okay.
Both of them.
Which one you feeling better?
Yeah. Which one?
I'm gonna be surprised you said Burna though.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard more Burner than
I feel like it's
DeVito.
easier
It's
if you're
modern day.
starting into getting into like Afrobeats
Yeah.
music. Burna's easier to start with.
I would agree.
Go to the next one.
Puff Puff or Meat Pie?
Oh, that's so hard.
Have you had
Puff Puff.
Have you had those?
Yes, Puff Puff reminds me of Festival.
What is that?
It's kind of like y'all Puff Puff is kind of like sweet and whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the same thing. Like Festival is kind of like it looks like a fried dumpling, but it's a little sweet, just like in
Okay.
Jamaica.
Okay.
I don't like Puff Puff.
And also to meat pie, to me, I compare it to beef patty and
Beef patty's better.
beef patty's way better.
Better,
I'll be
okay.
honest, beef patty is way better than meat pie.
No, it's not. Y'all said just beef.
I'm sorry, meat pie sometimes is dry.
I can't agree. I can't agree. Sometimes
It is dry.
Yes, gone.
Ours is never dry. Are you kidding me? If you ever
never
have a
had a
Jamaican
dry
beef
beef
patty that's dry,
patty.
you're having a terrible patty.
Yeah.
With Jamaican
never
beef
had
patty,
a dry
a
beef
chicken patty, a veggie patty, a beef patty, they're never dry. They
Nigga,
literally have gravy in them.
I've had a patty, nigga, and
No, you had a meat pie that was.
I feel like Puff Puff is like you can't mess up on it for real.
Yeah, you can.
I feel like, but not as much as meat pie. You can really mess up meat
You
pie.
can, bro, and then
So
on top of
bad.
that, no, they be skipping on the meat, bro. They be
Yeah.
like, oh no meat.
I
Crazy.
don't know. That's hard for me. I think I would say
That's not for me.
And it's
Don't say
crazy when
meat
people
pie.
be putting
Puff-puff.
carrots and peas and that shit.
No,
Bad.
not peas. No.
All right, next question.
My bad. Alright. Would you rather
Have the best leg work or be able to cook all the best foods?
thank you.
Cook all the best.
Yeah, cook all the best
give a
foods.
fuck about leg work, nigga.
Okay. You know we got leg work. You just hit one of these. Change it. And you're okay. Yeah.
I'm choosing the foods, bro.
Yeah. It's
I don't even dance.
I can't even really cook.
Uh,
I'm gonna choose leg work just cause.
You
Oh, you want to be in the circle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the center of
Honestly,
attention,
that
nigga.
annoys me that I can't do any leg work.
We're gonna teach you.
when I
Yeah, we're gonna
go.
teach you. We're gonna teach you.
Please, because when I go to these parties, I'm tired of just doing like a little just 2-step or.
Honestly,
I
if
just
you
do
just
this.
do a little one.
Yeah,
I feel like you can really dance.
And
So, like,
I just be doing that, but I'm kind of tired of that. Like, let me start like really trying to get
If
in
you
this
do a
circle.
little like 1-2, a zonto step, and then you do like
Exactly.
this, like it's gonna look like
They're
you
gonna
can
hype you up.
Yeah, they always hype me up. Even if I look bad,
That's one thing I love. It don't matter.
even if I look bad, I always get hyped up. So I love that.
It don't matter the levels. They'll fuck with you.
Yeah.
They start lifting your shirt.
Okay.
Yeah. No, for real. All right, let's finish it off. One last one.
You boy or Shio?
I don't know. Different.
Shio,
That's a
girl.
try, right?
I don't do. I don't do
Leader.
both. I will not smoke Ebo. I will not smoke Ebo. No,
Have you
okay, so
tried?
Ebo is literally
No, it's
Okay,
weed
okay,
and then
so-
alcohol.
Weed.
Okay, Ebo is a tribe. Igbo is weed.
Weed.
Shio is
Alcohol.
it either means like high life enjoyment or alcohol. Ooh, my bad.
You know in last class when he said I need Igbo and Shayo.
Let me blunt and a
And
drink.
some drink.
Which one you prefer?
So which one?
Is it comfortable to sit?
Oh, I'm Ebo. Yeah, sometimes shy, yo. It's social occasions.
Igbo, right?
Ebo is this, right?
No, Igbo is a tribe.
But Igbo,
How do I say it?
Igbo,
Igbo.
but the GB is a
Igbo.
letter. It's one
Igbo.
letter.
Y'all say it for me. That's what I
Igbo,
am.
right? Igbo?
It's okay. Me, I can't even speak Yoruba, so don't.
Yeah.
But Igbo is like,
Well, whatever the weed is, I'm taking that shit. Whatever the weed one is, I'm that. There. That's
I
that.
know that's right.
Yeah, outcast.
Is that Shia?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shayo.
yes, I
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm a man of all traits. I'll say that. But you want to keep on going? What gets?
Come on, Jalen.
Let's get some questions.
Come on, now, let's have some good discussion.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get culture. Culture up, man.
Okay. So how do you feel about Nigerian culture? I feel like it's kind of having I don't want to say a revelation or kind of like
It's
becoming like very mainstream right now. How do y'all feel about that?
It's a good thing because it's like finally the culture is getting like appreciation that it deserves, and that's great. But I feel like with that it comes like sometimes you kind of want to gatekeep some parts of your culture, I guess.
I understand that.
Because it's like sometimes people be crossing that line of cultural appreciation and like appropriation type of thing. Like when everybody was wearing the dashikis and stuff, like they was getting hip to African culture because it was cool.
Yeah, I wanted one.
Like
I definitely wanted one.
Black Panther, yeah.
The dashiki with the skinny jeans and the Timbs was actually a thing. That was a thing. And I wanted to be a part of it. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I was about to go to the beauty supply store and get me dashiki too. I was about to go too.
But at the same time, I do still like that it's finally getting like the recognition it deserves, because I feel like African culture, you can't dodge it. Like everybody, all Black people originate from Africa, so it's like it's cool that it's finally getting highlighted in the way that it deserves.
I love it. I think it's been about time for it to happen because I was tired of people talking about Africans. Like it was like growing up in school, it would be like you're African, you're a booty scratcher. It's like dang, or just like people would like. I've never been like this, but people would literally be scared to be African. So I'm happy to see it happening.
And that was actually a question of mine. It's like, what are kind of like some of the craziest things that y'all heard growing up? All three of y'all, because I know you can relate too. You start.
Huh? My first day at a couple schools, they thought I was a girl.
A girl? Why?
My name is Ufuma Nefe, but for some reason they think Ufuma Nefe is a girl. Then people will call me a lot of things. Of course, the booty scratcher. You know, the dark skin thing. They do the ooh 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 ooh.
And the monkey sound was crazy. The clicking because you was super gay. I know.
You was that kid, bro.
Right.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Bro, as soon as she said click it, bro.
That's in your soul.
Elementary school.
Oh my gosh.
I used to want to be Black American so bad back in the day. How bad I used to get grilled. But like now, like they said, like I definitely do appreciate it because now like I'm older, of course, so I understand differently. But it's just good to see appreciation for something that you were denounced and kind of bullied about when you were younger. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, Jen.
Honestly, yeah, like I played softball, so I was around a lot of white people, and I was friends with a lot of white folks. So it was like, bro.
Sorry. You were.
Quick with it.
It was actually like Gina really like you had like a 360 on it. Well, it was a 180. Yeah, sorry, whatever.
Nah, but I was like around a lot of white people, so the comments that I heard, we're not even gonna get too much into it. It was treading racist.
Are you for real?
It was. I was like looking back. A lot of the things that were said to me were so out of line, bro.
Can you like just name two?
Let me think. I remember one time, like we were in the car.
Okay.
It was.
I'm scared.
And it was nighttime, and it was just
As soon as she said nighttime.
No, it's like almost like Gina just disappeared. Like
they said that to me too.
Like or like,
and I'm not even.
There's something.
All dark skins they do that joke too. That's so annoying.
Some of them, the obsession with like wanting to say the N word and stuff like that. It was actually crazy.
Oh my gosh.
But,
I called the N word in school.
And then, just like people, like especially like when they would be around my parents, because obviously I was like at tournaments and stuff, like saying like they couldn't understand my mom and stuff like that. When my mom literally is so educated, she speaks really good English. Like, so I think it was like stuff like that, like just microaggressions. But now I feel like I never really had that feeling where I wasn't proud to be Nigerian. Like my mom definitely always instilled like love your culture in me, but yeah, it was a little rough growing up. I ain't gonna lie.
I understand that. Did you?
I feel like the issue that came with me is my name. Like everyone will struggle with my name. I've been called Uyak, Udak. like everything, just like they're butchering and like one time.
And I was about to say, you can't even get mad at us.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
it's a hard name. Like
Sometimes they're hard.
I'm okay if you try, but it's for one thing. But I say like, you're like, what's your name? Like Udwak. You're like, okay, like, and just walk away. Or like this one teacher.
Or they constantly mess it up.
Yeah.
That's what I disagree with. Like, you should try to learn.
Same
difference.
That's why my mom changed. Well, she didn't change my name, but my mom gave me the nickname Nefe to go by. That's because the fact of she was just tired of hearing my name fucked up, and I was tired of that shit too.
But that's you gotta make it a point to like correct people. Like I be quick, even when people are telling me their names and I find out I've been saying it wrong.
It makes me mad.
I be like, why you ain't tell me that? You need to. That's your name. That's your identity, bro. You can't let people play in your face with that. Like
that's what I realized. I literally I'm only called my full name like maybe a few times, and that's only if I fucked up.
So
I don't get called.
I have a question. So did y'all see like in the news the other day about the African who was on, I think, Good Morning America? The girl, she kept messing up her name, and she like ended up like, didn't she like end up going off on her or something like that?
So did y'all see that video?
No.
So basically what happened was, I guess it was like a prestigious woman. I don't know what she really did.
She was a doctor.
She was like a doctor or something, and she was on like a news show, and the person messed up her name. They actually asked her, they were like, how do you pronounce her name? Yeah. And the lady was like, no, you're gonna like say it or whatever. Like kept on trying to be like, you need to say it. And the woman was like, can you pronounce the name so that we can get it correct for TV? How do y'all feel about that? Do you think that, because
she was wrong?
Yeah, it was a 50-50 argument, because it's like, okay, as a person who I'm interviewing, I should know your name, you know, especially if you're such a prestigious person. But then the other side of the argument is, I asked you to say it properly for me, and also too, we're timed in the interview. Can you just say it?
No.
And you're on air live.
I think she's right. If it's any other ethnicity, they can get their names right. Like if it's an Asian person, Hispanic person, they can get their names right. When it comes to African names, I've seen it. They will just butcher it and be like, okay, whatever. And
so
they're lazy about it. Because like my teacher, when there's an Asian girl, she could say her name Mizuki, but she can say Udwak. It's like, you can try.
Definitely being lazy.
Yeah, being lazy.
Yeah, she should have did. I think she should have did her homework before we even got on air.
First of all, why are you interviewing somebody you can't even pronounce their name? That's
you should have knew her name.
You didn't do your due diligence to research that.
Offset, you literally could just been like, hey, real quick, can you say it for me? All right, cool. Then when it comes on there, just say it like that.
Yeah.
So also another thing I do want to touch on with y'all. So I always see like TikToks talking with my friends. A lot of my friends are Nigerian. Y'all grow up in a really, really strict household. Your face already, your smile. So I just want to know, like, what are some restrictions that y'all had growing up compared to your other friends who aren't Nigerian that was just like,
I want to be like them.
No sleepovers. I was about to say the same thing. No sleepovers.
I didn't have sleepovers either.
You know what I'm gonna say? My mom, she was onto something with that one. Because it get wicked out here, bro. People are crazy out here. And honestly, a lot of the things that they were strict about, there obviously is a line. Like some parents do too much. It's sneaky, like strict parents create sneaky kids, but at the same time, like it provided a certain amount of structure that like I do have appreciation for now, I guess. So.
I agree with that, but I'm not gonna hold y'all. A lot of y'all are sneaky.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all are sneaky.
A liar when I was and it was bad. And it's like they don't even realize, like, now that my mom has been chilled out, like I tell her everything because of the fact that's like what I need to lie for. I feel like they don't realize that you create that level of trust when you
that's the difference.
Out, bro.
That's the difference. Like now, like you don't give a fuck, but it should have been like you should have been able to have an open chat with your parents from the jump. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm kind of jealous of my American friends, or like any ethnicity friends. Cause like for you, for example, you have an open channel with your parents. You can communicate that. Me. I know there's levels to what I can say and what I can't say. Like my dad, literally last week, we was talking about since it was 18. 18 was when my dad started to realize that mental health was a real thing. You feel
I feel like all black parents had that though. Because even the same thing with my parents. This is now all starting like, okay, now mental health is serious. Because even growing up, like, I wouldn't say that my parents were like OD strict. I grew up with structure, of course. Like, I'm not a kid that wows out disrespectful or anything. But definitely, like, mental health was like not. If my parents told me to do something, I had to do it, no matter if I was sad, depressed, or whatever. So, like, this whole mental health stuff is all new.
My parents were strict though, because this chain, I'm pretty sure I told you already. Like, I had to write an essay. And then I had to revise the essay after my dad's edits like he suggested.
Hell no. Fuck that chain.
Bro, I was telling you, like, I remember this clear as day. Like, I had to write reasons about like how I wasn't trying to be a gangster with the chain, why I'm buying the chain, what it symbolizes, and I wrote like a whole thesis. Bro, I'm telling you,
I've done the same thing.
I did make a PowerPoint slide to go to a football game in high school.
Damn,
But it's because my mom used to always drop me off, and I wanted to go to like the tailgates and stuff before.
Oh yeah,
and I wanted to go with my friends, and my mom wouldn't let me. So I made a whole PowerPoint slide on why I should go. And she let me.
I did the same thing, but for PCB. I made a PowerPoint.
So you went to PCB?
Yeah, I went to PCB.
Oh, my mom was doing spring break.
Yeah, I was going to say, I could never leave
I was 18.
Senior high school?
Yeah, I was in high school.
Okay.
I wasn't allowed to go on trips that didn't have an adult until I came to college where you can't say anything now.
Yeah.
I couldn't, and like just like y'all, I couldn't go to. I haven't sleepovers, and also too, if I ever like went over to somebody's house or anything like that, like I could go and visit my friend's house for a few hours, but my parents had to know their parents, talk to their parents, have their numbers. Like it was like I couldn't just go over to a friend's house. Like
that stuff makes sense. Like that's your kids, and the reason is, at least in Nigeria, like. You can't really play like that because some people, they will really, there's weird stuff like sacrifices. You can't just leave your kids with anybody. Like, I know it seems like super extreme, but it happens. Maybe not as much now because it's like modern day, but back then, that was a thing. Like, juju, that stuff is a thing. You can't play around, leave your kids with any and everybody.
Not everyone wishes the best for you or your children. So.
Did you guys watch Harry Potter?
No.
I could have watched Harry Potter until I came to college.
Or Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yes.
I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob though.
Really?
Yeah.
SpongeBob was a little.
But looking back, that one, it's a little.
I couldn't watch. I still haven't watched the finale of Wizards of Waverly Place. Yeah,
that's iconic. You're missing out. I loved Alex Russo.
Shit, my mom liked it. She not gonna admit it, but she loved her some Hannah Montana. Okay,
Hannah Montana. Exactly.
Okay, so I do want to ask though. So let's get into like some relationship stuff, right? So I know a lot of like Nigerian culture. You see a lot of men married to a bunch of women. Would you guys consider yourselves like to be a traditionalist and submit to your husbands, kind of like cultural, like back, like how you're. Like, I guess I should say like your mothers, your grandmothers, stuff like that possibly did? Or would you be down more so for like a modern type of aspect of life?
Well, I feel like my mom definitely taught me how to be like a wife and like run a household. But I do feel like relationships should be interdependent and it should be like the wife and the husband both need each other. So I feel like y'all both should submit to each other in a certain way. But I'm not against like cooking for my husband, cooking for my family. Yeah. Or like being with the kids a little bit more. But I think it should still be both.
50-50.
Yeah.
Like could y'all be like a DeVito's girlfriend?
Hey, no. Maybe somebody else.
Wait, is DeVito like what is he? He's into
He has like a bunch of baby moms. You ever heard about that stuff?
But he has a wife though.
He has a wife.
That's not his girlfriend no more. That's his wife.
He's adultery.
My grandfather, well, there's two types. Well, him was like adultery, right?
Yeah.
But like my grandfather, basically, for our tribe, like polygamy is a regular thing.
Yeah.
So like my grandfather had 3 wives. So my dad's one out of 24. That's why I always say that. So yeah. Some people do polygamy, some people do.
So basically, he's married. And he also has baby mamas?
He had baby mamas now.
Wives. Oh, you talking about DeVito?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he had side.
But he had kids with him too.
He had hella wives.
He was active.
He had hella wives. Yeah.
But I feel like you hear a lot of that. So like, would y'all be
in a polygamous relationship?
Like, yeah, would y'all like be down with that traditional type of way of like?
Can't happen.
No, I don't like to share.
Maybe that's is that y'all think it's like more so like over in Nigeria than over here? Or does it happen over here as often too?
Fly, Michael Blackson, they've said
that's true.
They said shit like that to where, like in America, we call it open relationships. Technically, you know what I'm saying? So open relationships or polygamy is the same shit to me. It's just different terms.
Why are you making all these faces, bro? She just made like 10.
I don't know. Hell no.
Okay.
Like I feel like that's marriage is a vow between a man and a woman, or whoever you are, whoever your partner is. But like I feel like it's a vow between you and your partner. I feel like that's one and one.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can keep everybody happy, bro.
No, or you have a favorite.
And that's a favorite.
Yeah.
Like even
some jealousy. It's something in there.
Like in the past, when I was in the streets, you know what I'm saying?
You out of the streets?
No, yeah, I'm out of the streets.
Please.
I'm out of the streets for now. I'm on sabbatical. I'm on sabbatical.
Is he telling the truth?
You said you on the what?
I'm on sabbatical.
You've been out the streets for like a day.
That nigga just retired 30 minutes ago.
Literally, like probably 5 minutes before we started filming. Let's be for real.
Taylor said, okay.
Be out there for 30 minutes.
You can't keep multiple women happy at once, bro. Someone's gonna be mad. Someone's gonna be jazzed. And also, like me, also like I just don't think for me I can generally fuck with multiple women at once. I'm like if I did, I would have a favorite. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're always gonna have a favorite. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody has a favorite something.
You see that problem though?
Everybody has a favorite.
Polygamy to me, you should love everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You don't.
Polygamy, you should marry your one. Just marry your favorite, right? Like,
Yeah.
That's my.
I think it's an excuse to have more
You're being
sex.
greedy. Exactly. You're being greedy.
You being greedy.
You're greedy as hell.
Yeah.
Damn, what pussy enough for me, man?
Okay. I love that for you.
But
I love that for you.
Can we talk about y'all first? Like, this is kind of one of my questions because I know Nefe talk about it a lot. Like African weddings, like what is the whole like?
That's good.
I heard like they're long as fuck. I heard they're active,
It's a whole
tiring.
thing.
weddings are like a really big deal in African culture in general. Like not just Nigerian, but I know at least in Nigerian culture, it's huge. Like it's weeks long.
I love that.
There's so many things leading up to it. It's like the introduction ceremonies, the traditional wedding. Like it's just so cool. Like it's like the culture is on 10, bro.
Dowry.
No, really, dowry.
do y'all plan to have a traditional wedding, or do you plan to have an American?
I have
You
to. Yeah.
Like not even like.
So fully, because I want to do. I want to do both.
Yeah, I want to do both, but like you're in Nigeria.
Wait, both
so,
of what?
If you don't have a traditional wedding in our culture, you're not married.
Yeah, you're not
You need to have a
married.
traditional
No,
wedding.
I plan to for sure because I like the traditional weddings. Like, I like my auntie and uncle. They did half and half. A lot of my family's done half and half, and that's why I plan to like half and half means
Like American wedding.
wedding,
one day American wedding for you guys, and then one day traditional wedding. I come with the both, though.
No, he just. But I do have a question. What is like why do they throw money?
I don't know, but I like it, nigga.
I know. I just want to know like what's like.
I don't know the
reason. Yeah, I don't really know the reason.
It's just like a way to like celebrate the person.
Maybe it's like a good omen.
Yeah, I think so.
So why don't y'all be throwing money on me when I be having celebrations?
It's not in your culture. It's in ours though.
That's true.
And also,
So you throw money on them?
Yeah.
Boo! I ain't got no money. Y'all get pennies.
Parties. It's at birthdays.
If you having a celebration and it's like a landmark or like a benchmark in your life, like people are gonna pop out and they're gonna spray you. And it's like, especially if it's your friends or something like
the
if they have
people
you on
throwing
the
money.
court,
Yeah, I love the rich. I be seeing like the videos of the rich aunties having
uncles
bands.
found the money gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's low key like
That's kind of hard.
it's low key an acceptable version of a stripper. In a sense. Now let me get down to it though. Everybody's throwing money on you while you dance. They're not throwing no money on you.
But it's not.
I know it's not a sexual dance. I'm just saying though. If you want to think about it in a different perspective.
I just think.
But yeah, that money shit good. That's why I want to do both. I'm throwing money both days though. Get ready.
So I heard Nigerian men are the most loyal.
Oh,
How do y'all feel about that?
I think it depends. I don't know. It's at this age right now. Don't be looking for your husband. Your husband is not
If you
that
think your
party.
husband is in this Atlanta,
Please run.
run. Serious.
He's not at that party.
was
That's
like doing
summer
that.
function.
Yeah, you did not find your husband at the club. Babe.
No.
Do y'all want
He
to settle
wasn't-
down like at the do y'all envision yourselves married to a Nigerian?
Yeah. I do.
Okay.
Or could it be any type of African man?
Anybody?
Oh, no, it could be any African man, actually.
Or can it be an American?
Yes, it could.
I'm cool
But
with
mostly-
marrying.
I got a
Like,
question.
my husband just got me a black man, but I feel like I'm cool with marrying any culture. But and ideally, yeah, I would like to marry an African man.
Yeah.
I'm going for African women, bro. Like honestly, before I was okay with Black American, but it's something about like I just fuck with the African culture, and it's easier to relate to a lot of things.
I agree with that because there's certain things that like you have to explain,
Yeah.
and then I don't want you to say nothing like.
Oh,
I can, yeah, like
Yeah.
I
cannot bring him
I'm giving my children African names. Like,
Oh, you are gonna give your kids African names? Okay, that's what's up.
I'm part Yoruba, so my name is like this, bro. You're having all of
Wait, no,
What's your name?
what is your full name?
Why am I put my government on?
Well, I know it's. I don't want to say. I just know the first part of Gina. Yeah, Georgina. Okay, that's fine. We'll talk about it later.
No, yeah, we are because my.
Wait, you want to say your name? I'll say my name.
No, his is long.
No,
I mean, hers is probably longer.
I'm your bot and I'm Epic. So
mine's Ufman F or Central Sola. That's not that long.
my name's longer than yours.
My name's Josh.
No, I already know your
Nice to meet you, Josh.
Nice to meet you.
My name is actually not that long. Actually, no, it's not long.
I'm putting your shit on the Scantron. I feel like that was like biased.
Oh, y'all ran
I
out
had
the same way.
one middle name on my thing though.
I have one middle name.
I have
Yeah.
one middle name on my Scantron.
My last name is long though, so I always hated that. Or even having to fill out a Scantron and you had to bubble it in after you fill it. Oh my god, that used to annoy me. The bubbling in, having to write it after. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't start really going by Gina like until like I want to say sophomore year of high school.
Okay.
Like, before then, everybody was calling me Georgina. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Man. Okay. So really quickly, I want to play a little game of like this or that, but I also want to play it regarding Afrobeats music because Afrobeats, I feel like Afrobeats is having kind of like a surge that dancehall had in like the early 2000s.
Okay.
Like it's starting to happen now for Afrobeats,
Yeah.
and I love it. Okay, so we're gonna go with Last by Burna Boy or Yay by Burna Boy.
Ooh.
yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, last is kind of annoying.
How does Ye go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember that.
Okay,
Yeah.
both of them live. I feel like because he.
Oh.
When I heard Burna Boy,
I went to the Burna Boy. I went to his concert. His concert was good.
Yeah, he ate up.
I
So
heard he's one of like the best performers or some shit.
She's really good.
out of all the Afrobeat, yeah,
Definitely.
he's
Because I seen
Nice.
November 18th.
I'm gonna see Rema July
Oh, Rema?
26th. Yeah, I'm gonna go see Rema. You ain't felt that? I'm gonna see Rema.
You want it? Okay, go ahead, FA.
Ooh, I got one.
It was in the list. That's why I was trying to pick up.
No, I don't got one in left.
We just introduced him to Afrobeats, and he's
Really?
literally becoming like a big fan. Yeah.
That's raw.
Timeless or work of art?
Timeless.
I saw his album with Davido's.
Timeless
Yeah,
for
no.
me. Them go feel it.
That was a good one.
I'm giving Timeless.
Okay.
But no cap.
Even
work
though-
of art is
Or no
perfect.
competition.
That's just good.
I love
No,
Timeless.
really. Even though no, don't get me wrong. I like Amapiano, but like it do be a little bit annoying. But I love Ashake. Like he's the exception. I love Ashake. So
I like his first album more than the one he just
yeah,
dropped,
that's
so.
true though.
I'm a piano. Is that like a?
It's South African
Freaking-
dance hall basically. Like it's like club music.
Oh, it's a type of music.
Yeah,
house
Got
music.
you.
Exactly.
All right.
Say Timeless.
Would you do Fall or Unavailable?
Fall.
How far go?
For
Money for
Fall on you. Banana fall.
Oh,
It's a
yeah,
classic.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love it.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I said, bro. When you say DeVito, it's literally longevity. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
DeVito's been around for a
That's
while.
all fucking
Yeah.
flavors.
Yeah.
Or even Seagull, babe. Like, all that. Yeah.
Throw baby.
Okay, artist wise, Wizkid or Burna Boy?
Wizkid. For me, I'm a diehard Wizkid fan. I love
Wizkid.
Wizkid so bad.
Old Wizkid, that was bad. I love
Or just Maven Lakers has no skips.
Yes.
Yeah.
No skips.
yeah, dude.
I don't know. I like
That's
Burna
old.
Boy.
Yeah, that.
But
Top your mata.
All right, and then we got one last one to end off the convo. Got it?
I got you.
Give me a good one.
Give me a good one, Chief.
Okay.
Fireboy or Joyboy.
Fireboy. But Joe Boy's cuter. But Fireboy.
girl, don't do Fireboy. Fireboy fine.
Okay. Okay, I can give him his
Fireboy
props.
okay.
But I think
Fine as fuck.
Yeah.
they both.
Hey,
they-
Yeah.
All right, and then go ahead and like shout out y'all businesses. I know you do lashes. I know you model. Go
yeah.
ahead and shout out y'all
Not
stuff.
like you just didn't shout them out. But
Okay.
True, but go ahead. I mean, they got more
Or your
businesses and stuff.
socials,
Yeah,
whatever.
socials.
Just follow me at the Nigerian.Barbie. You can see my modeling. You see me go up, whatever. Okay.
Follow me at Gina Olakosu. That's GinaOlokosuu. And then follow my lash page at GBG Cosmetics and my styling page at Fari Studios, Faari Studios.
Yes, man. Put that shit on. All right, and then that is the episode. Jalen, I've had the last word.
Waving my flag.